Okay, hold on. You're telling me that liberalism is not free healthcare? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Unfortunately, liberalism was about the freedom of capitalists to be a class of people, you know, with economic power and authority above the kings. You know, and once that ideology penetrated the masses and they accepted it, the capitalists took over that position that the kings and the lords previously had, that position of the ruling class. Okay. Um, One thing about feudalism, and I talk about all this in my book. For anybody who doesn't know, maybe you're just coming in. This is my new book available on Amazon. What is socialism? I go into a very detailed history of the word and the concept. Thank you, Anthony, for following. Thank you, anyone who follows. I appreciate anybody who reads it and gives me any feedback. So, also in feudalism, in the when you had the lords and the ladies, and the lord owned the whole county, and if you were a peasant, you had to submit to the will of the lord. In this system, you had a bunch of spread out. The population was very spread out. You know, you didn't have big cities like today because one family could work all the surrounding land for a few acres, maybe more, right? So it wasn't sensible in the way that society will organize. Thank you, Eric. God bless you. Also, reminder, guys, my goal is 1,000 roses. Anything is appreciated. Any roses are very much appreciated. Thank you, everyone who's following too. Thank you, everyone who's tapping the screen. So yeah, so the communities, the people were very spread out, right? You had a family that they all worked the surrounding acres, and then you had another family. You know what I'm saying? Then another family, all spread out. Okay, that's how society was organized, and so it was easier to control people that way. Also, not, whether it was intentional or not, which it doesn't seem like it was. Thank you, Eric, for the roses. God bless you. Hello, Melissa. How you doing? Um, so it was beneficial for the people to be spread out because they're not organized, right? They're not talking to each other every day. You know, they're not so, and they're not working together. Their work doesn't bring them together collectively, so they don't have much connection to one another. Thank you so much, Eric. God bless you, man. I'm so grateful for all the roses. Thank you, John, for the roses. Thank you for sharing the live, Lindsay. So what's the point? Yeah, okay. In feudalism, you know, when they had lords over the land, you know, they were spread out. So what? Right? The point is that whenever capitalism came around, uh, and with the invention of the factory, which was enabled by modern heavy machinery, um, you started having these huge urban centers, you know, these huge compact cities. Uh, yeah, it's been a while, Lindsay. Hope you're doing good. Hey, I definitely will, Thomas. God bless you. And thank you so much. 388 roses from Eric. God bless you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Uh, Zach asked me to scroll up and look at his message. Oh, thank you so much, Zach. Zach said your book is going to be here in 3 business days. That's awesome, man. Thank you, everybody, for all the support. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. Reminder, anybody who's just now coming in or doesn't know, this is my new book available on Amazon. I'm very proud of it. Hey, God bless you too, Zach. Hey, after you read it, you know, if you can, please leave a good, honest review. Not good as in whether you like it or not, but like I just mean like give your honest review, and I would really appreciate that. I really believe that this is a really good guide to understanding socialism, its history, its modern perspectives. Um, Hey, thank you, Ole Miss. Thank you so much, Eric. Eric is still going. God bless you, Eric. The 388 roses didn't even stop loading, and he's sending more already. Thank you, Star, for following. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah. So whenever capitalism concentrated people in cities, two things happened. Hello, GA Peach. How you doing? Two things happened. Number one, there were no regulations in place. And they came over time, those were gradually implemented. Thank you, Ellen. So, capitalism in the early days of the Industrial Revolution, as it's sometimes called, you had factories on like every street corner. You know what I'm saying? Every block. Sometimes even more than one per block of these very big smoke factories pumping out all this black smoke. You had animal waste all over the streets. You know what I'm saying? And the conditions were so bad. I mean, I've read firsthand accounts of living conditions of these times, and there were some people that basically just lived in like imagine you took just a regular piece of plyboard. You know what I'm saying? What do they call that? I'm not. My mind's going blank at the moment for construction stuff, but you just take some take some of the wood and make four walls. No insulation, no furniture, nothing else. That's it. That's how a lot of people live. You know what I'm saying? People would just construct structures. Like there's no building codes, there's no permits, there's no regulations on building. Like literally, like I'm not even kidding. Like people were literally just building four walls and living in it and stacking them as close together as possible. Okay, and there was also underground, there was basements. So once they did that, then they would dig down, and then you'd have a whole family living underground underneath this top floor, and they're living in the complete dark, and they got maybe a bed, as a whole family living under in a one room basement with no light. You know what I'm saying? Like not even constructed right, just dug out, and you might have a bed. Um, so the point is, the living conditions were horrible, and from actual data at the time that I've read, the life expectancy of people who lived in the city was actually 10 to 15 years less than people who lived in the countryside, outside of the cities, in what they call rural areas, you know. So really think about that now. From my understanding, I have observed that some studies today show that people who live in the city uh, sometimes have more health problems compared to people who live more in the rural country areas. Um, but before we move forward, let's have an interactive discussion. You said how much you want now, Niner Nation. I want 1,000 roses. Okay, I got 560 already. We got 440 to go. Will you be my hero? today? I'm asking. You give me your answer. Hey, 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 who got a TikTok gift? Let me find out. Oh, let me find out. Marisol got a rose. Let me find out. Hey, appreciate you for real. God bless. God bless. Hey, the Cody show. Unfortunately, I don't have that app anymore. You know, I have other things, but it's a situation. There's the Austin we know and love. Hey, who got a TikTok gift, man? Let me find out. Hey, for real. For real. I'm not even joking. Let's do a poll. Hey, pick the red option. Pick the red option pick the red option if you got a TikTok gift. Pick the red option if you got a TikTok gift. Hey, thank you, Melissa. God bless you. Thank you, Marisol, for following. God bless. Thank you so much, Melissa. Damn, everybody's saying no, they don't got no gifts. In the poll, 8 people. Oh, there we go. One person said yes. Who was that? Pony Boy. God bless you, my friend. God bless you. I was actually gonna do a different type of poll, but sometimes you gotta entertain the fans. You know, you guys know they want something specific from Austin. They want to hear him plead. They want to hear him beg, beg for mercy under capitalist oppression. Hey, thank you, Alexis. God bless you. 15 people. Okay, God bless you. Hey, thank you, Will, for following. So, as I was saying before, oh yeah. So I just talked about how in the 1800s, in the early 1800s, the life expectancy in these industrial cities was actually 10 to 15 years less than that of the rural country areas. So I want to know, do you guys think that maybe not that much, but do you guys think that living in the city lowers your life expectancy compared to living in the country? Thank you, Francis, for following. Pick the red option if you think that that's still true today, that living in the city will make your relative life expectancy lower than living in the country. Pick the red option if you think that might still apply today. Hey, thank you, Susie, for following. Thank you, Tracy, for following. I appreciate everybody who's following so much. Thank you. It really means a lot to me. I was known as the biggest, the number one beggar in the nation for a few years. I was famous for begging, and now I've taken a few months off social media to regather myself. And now, sorry, I had to text someone back. And now I've committed to coming up here and engaging in a discussion of ideas. Hey, thank you, Marisol. Thank you to the other person who just sent a gift. So 6 people said yes, 2 people said no. It's the rebranding. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a huge rebrand, everybody. Thank you so much, Marisol. God bless you. I've unveiled my new book, What is Socialism? And thank you so much, Big John. God bless you, my friend. Thank you, everybody who's tapping the screen. My new book is available on Amazon. I'm actually so proud of it. It does give a very good history and explanation of what socialism is. Hey, thank you, Hellhammer. Thank you, Melissa. Um, and and so for the next week or two, my videos and live streams are going to be talking about my plan is. So let me know what you guys think as the viewers. Okay, so my current plan has been, okay, every day I'm gonna come on TikTok. I, I'm gonna make a video or two about a certain subject in the book, something I talk about in the book, and then I'll go live and have an extended discussion with my viewers about the subject. Jake said, "Are you for socialism?" Personally, yes, I am for socialism. But this book is an informative writing. It's not an argumentative work. This is an informative, you know, academic work. Uh, that just gives you a history of the word, of the different concepts, and is sourced. Um, it in the book. I even discuss how the word socialism itself, is used by so many different people. Thank you, Guy, for following. Thank you, Isaac, for following. I appreciate anybody who follows so much. Thank you, guys. Um, if you don't have money, how could you make a book? Believe it or not, thank you forever for following. God bless. No, I was not locked up. I was just live streaming on YouTube for a while. But the last 4 or 5 months, I actually have been off social media altogether, except for like posting on Facebook. I just came back to live streaming yesterday, and I unveiled my new literary work. What is socialism? A concise analysis to clarify the concept. It is an academic work that gives you an introductory explanation on the history of the word, the different socialist movements, the different perspectives of it, and the distinctions and misconceptions about it, distinctions from other concepts. And so, thank you, MJD, for following. God bless. And oh, yeah, what I was going to say is that it actually doesn't cost money to publish a book on Amazon, and so I I I want to let anybody know that even me, even a guy like myself, right? A guy like me, a big author now, huh? But I'm serious. Any one of you right now, you can write a book, and you have to format it correctly, like the right paper size, and make sure it's edited to be official. Hey, thank you, Marisol. I appreciate it. Um. So yeah. So yeah, that's all you have to do. And there's so many different types of books that you could create. I would recommend everybody write at least one book in your life. Hey, thank you, Mikey, for following. God bless. I mean, even if you feel like I don't like to write, I'm not an author. You know, don't don't worry too much. Just maybe write down some poetry. You know what I'm saying? Right. Maybe write down, just a quick little short story. Maybe make a children's book. I mean, if you're just like, you know what, I think it would be fun to make a book, but I don't know if I have the time and patience. All right, just make a simple children's book with 5 pages, one sentence per page, and boom. You're an author. Now, I will say that there is a thing among uh, authors, apparently, where there's a difference between being a published author and a self-published author. So, hey, thank you, Obi, for following. God bless you. So, I'm actually a self-published author, meaning a big publishing company did not publish my work under their press affiliations or whatever. Um, but I just submitted it for publishing myself, which is something you can do. Now the difference is whenever you publish through a publishing company, you will get a lot more sales most of the time. Um, because that company is gonna put your books in stores, and stuff like that, or maybe online as well, and they're gonna put it in front of customers. Thank you, King, for following. God bless you. Thank you, Dimples, for following. Now, the thing is, if you self-publish your book, it's not gonna be put in bookstores, right? Unless you have a local bookstore and you talk to the owner personally and say, "Hey, uh, can you sell my book?" And that is something you can do. That is definitely something you can do. Um, I've never done that. I don't think there's a local bookstore near me, but if there is one near you, um, yeah, it is pretty awesome. So I do recommend everybody just try to make a book for fun. Um, the great thing about making a book on Amazon is that it's free. So you know the thing is, I can never make something like this myself. I could maybe. It would take a lot of time to learn how to create a paperback cover, and get it binded and all that professionally. So the thing is, once you publish your book on Amazon, okay, hey, thank you, Colin, thank you. Uh, that I'm glad you said that. Please let me know if I'm ever wrong about something, guys. And let me know if you have anything to add. So Colin just said, not true. If you generate a lot of sales online, Amazon will put your book in stores. Now, do they just put them in Amazon stores? Because I forgot that Amazon has in-person stores. Because I don't live in a big city. I feel like that's probably where they are in the big cities. Oprah's book club. Oh my God! Somebody has their profile name Oprah's book club. And they talk about, oh, we just finished reading your book and would love to feature. But they have 0 followers, so I know it's not really Oprah, but that that was a good one. Hello, Jennifer from North Carolina. Hey, thank you, Hot Dish. That's really nice of you. I will say that I am not actually proud of my first book anymore. Unfortunately, I do agree with the general premise of it, but I wrote it hastily over the course of a few weeks. I didn't spend too much time editing the grammar or clarifying things that need to be clarified well enough, or presenting the best arguments for my ideas. And so, I I'm not really too proud of my first book, State Capitalism. But I think some people can still learn something from it. But my new book that's just been published on Amazon, What is Socialism? I am very proud of this book. And I had two academic people that, went to college or whatever, actually read it. And I wanted their actual academic opinion, like, and both of them told me it was good, you know, and that one of them even said they learned a lot from it. So, yes, I do have two books. Thank you, Top Steve, for following. Thank you, Red Bull, for following. God bless you. You said, is it a word salad? No, it's not a word salad. My book is very clearly organized. Let me show you. It's very good, very organized and structured in a very digestible way. So you have this first, the title again. Then we have a note from the author. This book is meant to serve as a brief and concise analysis of socialism. Ideally, I would like to create a more complete analysis which includes more historical examples and analysis of them, more than there already are, along with more citation, and that elaborates further on ideas. I encourage anyone who reads this to do so with an open mind and to do your own further research into the claims presented. Thank you so much, Marisol. Thank you to anyone who supports my work. I am excited to give more detailed analyses. Then we have an introduction, short 2 pages. Then we have chapter 1, Origins of an Ideology, which describes how the word socialism came to be. Then we have the development of the theory. Then we go into the various perspectives, various modern, that's what that means. Contemporary means modern perspectives. Many different perspectives, core values that all these perspectives share, and then distinctions and misconceptions from other concepts, and then socialism in practice. And I give examples of all these perspectives in practice. So as you can see here in this section, um, th- these bold phrases and words are different subsections of chapter 5, which compares with common distinctions and common misconceptions. We go into liberalism, socialism and capitalism, and socialism and communism, and then once we get into the well, first I'll show you chapter I think it's chapter 3. Let's see. Yeah, chapter 3 is long because it's all the different modern perspectives. And so chapter 3 is the various contemporary ideological perspectives. We start with Marxism Leninism. There's a few pages describing how the idea came to be. It's a certain kind of socialist thought, a certain strain or current. Then we go into democratic socialism and social democracy. Then, after a few more pages, we go into market socialism. Then we go into Maoism. Then we go into anarcho-socialism. Sorry if anyone got bored by that. Thank you, Steve-O, for following. I'm going through the comments I missed now. Yes, this is my book for real. This is my book. Somebody said that's a pamphlet, not a book. Hey, I can accept that. If you want to call it a pamphlet, that's totally fine with me. This is not Chat GPT. This is my words, all my original words. Hello, it's your boy. Thank you so much for the heart me gift. God bless you. Hey, thank you forever. Yes, this is my book. For anyone still asking. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas, for following. My book is available on Amazon. I'm grateful for anyone who gets a copy and reads it and gives me any honest feedback. It's What is Socialism? A concise analysis to clarify uh, the concept. Thank you, Tammy, for the heart me gift. Thank you, Abilio. Sorry. Uh, Sorry, I didn't mean to say thank you. I was just going through the names, but am I hungry? Yeah, I actually am a little hungry. I'll probably get something to eat after I'm done live streaming. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you the one who wants the food? Hello, hello, uh, London. How you doing? God bless you. Good to see you. I miss you singing Christmas songs. Bojangles. Oh Lord. Oh Bojangles. Oh Bojangles. How lovely are your chicken biscuits. Oh Bojangles. Oh Bojangles. How lovely are your biscuits. The blueberry and the Cajun filet. I want to eat them every day. Oh, Bojangles. Oh, Bojangles. How lovely are your biscuits. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Hey, God bless you, Billy-O. Uh, it since you're saying that in the comments, I just want to let you know. Hey, thank you so much, Abilio. In the past, you might have seen one of my videos from a while ago. In the past, uh, I was in need. Right now, I'm okay. You know, I'm supporting myself financially, and you know, I'm not here asking, uh, saying that I need help in that way anymore. I do appreciate any gifts. I'm trying to get 1,000 roses today, but thank you for caring, and God bless you, my friend. And I just want to let you know my new book is available on Amazon. I'm actually so proud of this book, and I'm so grateful to anybody who gives it a chance and reads it. Thank you, Melissa. Hey, God bless you, Abilio. Hey, thank you forever. I'm glad you found it on Amazon. You see the spell check it. I did spell check my book. I did spell check it this time. Hey, thank you, Anna and Isaac. Thank you both for the roses. God bless you. Thank you both for the roses. Thank you so much. So, does anybody have any anything to add to our discussion that we were having today? I kind of went off track a little bit. Thank you so much, Isaac and Melissa. I kind of went off track a little bit. We were talking about liberalism and how it's actually uh, not synonymous with socialism. Um, but I was reading my book earlier, and I was in my book. I explain that the reason a lot of people see them as synonymous is because the Democratic Party in the United States is identifies as a liberal party. Um, Now, it's also been known for uh, proposing social democratic policies. You know, social democratic policies are not an inherent part of liberalism, but the Liberal Party was known for championing it. Um, and so the thing is, though, like I said, liberalism aims to justify capitalism, the freedom of the individual, the economic freedom of the individual, so called economic freedom, because as a lot of people have famously said, uh, if 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 you don't if there's not any jobs, you know what I'm saying, and you supposedly have the freedom in capitalism, then you basically just have the freedom to starve and be homeless. You know what I'm saying? So what kind of freedom is that really? But that's where the definition of words and the way that words are used for agendas comes into play. Somebody said, I can't believe he did it. Are you talking about my book? Do you think your book will sell 1,000 copies? Um, you know, I would really like to be optimistic like that. However, I do not. I don't think so. I I mean, may who knows though? You never know. You never know that. That's why I'm trying to talk about it as much as I can and do videos. Said, bruh, still no job. Still, still just a human being, whether I have a job or not. You know. Thank you, sweet thing. God bless you. It's available on Amazon. I'm really proud of this work. I appreciate any support. God bless all of you. Thank you, Big John, for the roses. God bless you, my friend. So, as I was saying earlier, um, when people started getting concentrated in the cities with capitalism and industrialization, what is it called? When? Oh, um, like I said, it created these horrible conditions, but it also brought people together. Okay. Like I said, people were spread out in all these different farms. Um, and people were spread out on all these different family farms. So, you know, the work wasn't as social and as collective, meaning that it didn't require all the people in your county, you know, different people. One family could work one farm, you know, and just pay taxes to the Lord. So this new social form of labor, people all working in one factory together on an assembly line or whatnot, um, it brought the working class together. It brought this class of people, many who were former peasants or their parents and ancestors were peasants, who didn't talk to a lot of the other people besides their family and a few other people in the community. Now they're in a whole big city, and working and talking all day alongside uh, a lot of different people. And so this is seen as both of these things. The fact that it created these horrible material conditions and the fact that it brought the workers together are both things that led to the conceptualization of socialism. Hey, thank you, user. God bless you. Um, because number one, because the conditions were so horrible. If anybody's been up here the whole time, remember what I was talking about earlier, how the conditions were so bad in the cities, poop all over the street. Animals. I didn't even get to the part about the animal pens. They had animal pens right beside those four-walled structures with no insulation or any other kind of building codes or anything. Thank you, HMP, for following. Hello, Las Vegas tribe. I'm doing really good. How are you? I just published my new book. What is socialism? It's available on Amazon. There's a paperback for $9.99. There's a hardcover for $24.99. There's an ebook for $6.99, or you can actually read it for. There's a hardcover for $24.99. There's an ebook for $6.99, or you can actually read it for free if you have an Amazon Kindle subscription for $6.99, or you can actually read it for free if you have an Amazon Kindle subscription. Jenny said, "Bro just says words in hopes that they go together." Well, I could take that as an insult, but to me that signals that I obviously need to try to simplify my message a little bit more. Uh, you know, so what I'm getting from that is that you're having a hard time understanding all of the terms that I'm using. Um, I'll do a quick poll. Pick the red option if you think I need to simplify. If I need to bring things down to simpler, easier words. Pick the blue option if you're following along. Only pick the blue option if you're following along and you're understanding everything I'm saying. Blue option, you understand everything I'm saying, you're following along. Red option, you think I need to simplify it and use more easy words. Hello, Princess T. How are you doing? Good to see you. I actually took a few months break off of social media. Um, Give me 1 second. Pick the blue option if you've been following along and you understand what I'm talking about. Pick the red option if you think I need to simplify it. Hey, thank you, Mr. Pennsylvania. Yeah, right now I'm doing okay. I had to take a few months off live streaming so that I could find a way to financially support myself so that I could stop begging for my content because whenever I didn't have an alternative way. So two people said I need to simplify it. One person said they're following along. I appreciate that. See, um, no, I'm actually almost in like 3 or 4 months. Maybe I'll be a year sober from drinking. Um, I didn't spend any time in the pokey. Anyways, what the hell was I talking about? Um, Someone feel free to remind me if you remember. Um, talk about uh, intimate details about my personal life for right now. I care about you, and I definitely maybe would be willing to talk to you private, but just for my live streams for right now, I'm just not trying to talk about intimate personal details. And okay, I will. Uh, I, I I would really appreciate it if you read my book, Princess T, and give me a good an honest review. Uh, I'm really proud of this book. It's only 2 hours or so, maybe even faster. Hey, thank you, Princess T, I really think it can give you value in your life, and so please check it out. Tell me what you think, everybody. Uh, let's going through the comments. Um, so my plan right now, and let me know what you guys think about this as the viewers. My plan right now is to just spend the next couple weeks, 1 to 2 weeks maybe, talking about this topic, socialism and related concepts. It'll be political topics. But that's not the only thing I'm interested in discussing with my viewers. I'm also interested in psychology and spirituality, believe it or not. Those are my three academic loves: psychology, sociology, and spirituality. Uh, and so my new content form that I'll be doing from now on every day. I'm gonna make a video or two about a certain topic, and I was thinking for the next week or two, I'll just stick with topics for my book, and it can be all about socialism. And I was thinking for the next week or two, I'll just stick with topics for my book, and it can be all about socialism and politics. And then I'll transition into doing maybe a week, and it can be all about socialism and politics. And then I'll transition into doing maybe a week or maybe even just a day or maybe a few days, talking about psychology topics that we can discuss together in the live stream, and then maybe do like a week on spirituality, right? But tell me what you guys think. Would you rather me just come on here tomorrow and have a spiritual discussion, and then come on here the next day after that, and then go back to talking about something else about socialism? Or tomorrow I talk about something in psychology, and the next day I talk about politics, and then the next day I talk about, or would you rather me keep going down this route for now every day, and cover all the different topics in the book? I would appreciate any input on that. Okay, so we have a question here that's relevant. Somebody said, "What do you think of AOC and Bernie Sanders?" Um, oh yeah, and then someone said earlier that I wasn't a credible source. Uh, so I thought maybe I should also point out, because I was thinking about this earlier, before I go into the this further discussion. Uh, Again, here's my new book. Here's the back cover, and this is, I have a works cited. You know, We got a lot of different sources in here. And it goes on for another page. So, thank you, Princess T. I really appreciate that. Um, what you think about food stamps, man? I'm praying that I'm praying that I am praying that people don't get their food stamps taken away, that something happens, because what I'm seeing right now with all these people to get their food stamps taken away because the different parties can't agree. And I mean, the thing is, I really feel like it's another case in point of why a one party system, is good. You know why democratic centralism is good. If let's say we had one party, the working class party. It's made up of workers from all the different sectors of labor and intellectuals who analyze the economy, and the different sections of labor, and get the different input and organize different plans, you know, um, for the economy and how to structure it, and then propose those plans to the party, and then the workers vote on it, and then once something is passed, uh, then it's binding to all party members, and even if they disagree with it personally, they're expected to follow out the policies. Basically. Hello, Timmy. How you doing? God bless you. I think somebody said government assistance is not a lifestyle. Um, no, I don't think it is. I think it's a necessary resource. It, uh, with the amount people are paid for their work, for their labor, especially in minimum wage jobs. Easy to say when you don't pay taxes. Why do you think I don't pay taxes? Thank you, Timmy. You said $2 in tax isn't paying tax. Look, man, regardless of who, you said $2 in tax isn't paying tax. Look, man, regardless of who pays what taxes, regardless of how much I pay in taxes compared to how much you pay in taxes, everybody deserves to be able to eat, man. I don't care. I don't care what your logic is, right? Uh, thing is, everybody deserves to be able to eat, and the system we have, when people work a job, they're putting in more labor than what the value they're being given for it is worth. You know, what the labor that people are putting in at their jobs is way more valuable than what they're getting paid for it. And that surplus value, that's the profit the capitalist makes. However much less the capitalist can pay the worker, that's however much more that the capitalist will profit. So their profit, which they're trying to maximize, maximize profits, you've heard that phrase before, right? Is directly linked to how much they take of the value from the value we put in as the working class. That's life. Be the boss, not hard. So, if it's not hard, then why isn't everybody a boss? Okay. The further question: can everybody be the boss? Is that really an actual practical thing that is possible? Okay, maybe you say no, everybody can't be the boss, but people are just lazy. They don't want to put in what it takes to be the boss. Actually, most people who own companies do because of generational wealth, and whether their parents directly handed them the company titles or not. You know what I'm saying? Simply growing up in a privileged, economically privileged environment, being sent to private schools, having access to high quality resources, those things can have a huge effect um, on what you're able to do, what you're able to achieve in this system of capitalism. Thank you, Peter, for following. You said, please don't compare yourself to the working class. That's an insult. It's actually not. I am a working class person, believe it or not. You said he hates people with education who make a lot of money. No, I do not. I do not. I've actually, I in the past, like maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, 3 4 years ago, too. There's been times where I'm like, man, these college educated people, they are not smarter than me. I'm smarter than them. You know what I'm saying? They I don't like those kind of people because they think they're better than me. But my perspective on this has changed. Okay. I don't judge. I've realized that was a prejudice that I had, and so and so I don't think that way anymore. I don't. I'm not prejudiced against people for their level of education anymore. I've met a lot of really cool people that went to college. Believe it or not, they went to college and they're not a stuck up a hole. Who would have known? Not me. I didn't know. I thought everybody who went to college thought that they were better than me. And being homeless for most of my adult life, I think definitely played a role in this because I already felt judged by a lot of people in society. But I've grown from that. So no group of people is a monolith. No group of people can be hastily generalized with these kinds of assumptions. My Hero Academia. Exactly. My Hero Academia. You know, um, where would that anime be without the academia part? My Hero. That's pretty generic. My Hero. I don't know if that would sell as a manga or anime if it was just My Hero and it didn't have the academia. So academia has a purpose, I guess. God bless you all. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Not right now, Mario. I have a place to live. I've been financially supporting myself. Um, I took a few months. I took a few. I'll answer you in a second, Kelly. Give me 1 second. I took a few months off of social media to reground myself and find another way to financially support myself so that my content wouldn't just be begging anymore. Because a lot of people who's been watching me for years, you know that there's many times I said, okay, I'm done begging, right? And then boom, next day, 3 days later, I'm back begging. But the thing is that I didn't have an alternative. You know what I'm saying? So I had to actually just take a step back. Hey! Thank you, Krabby and Mario. I really appreciate you guys being proud of me and encouraging me. No, I was not locked up. I just took some time off of social media for myself, and found a way to financially support myself so I could actually cultivate an audience that wants to talk to me as a real person, you know. But yeah, so this is my new book. It's available on Amazon. I really really appreciate anybody who thank you anybody who follows me. I just saw it say someone followed. Thank you guys for following. I really appreciate anybody who reads this book and gives me some good honest feedback. um it means a lot to me. I'm really proud of this, so please check it out. um I'm gonna be doing I'm actually gonna be doing some wait, actually let me actually do a poll real quick. Okay, let me actually do a poll. Hey, thank you, GNR fan. Pick the red option if you would be interested in me posting a video series of me reading the book. One video will like be the introduction. The next video will be the next chapter, and then I'll compile those, group them all in a video series. That's the title of the book, and then over time, more chapters will be added, and then eventually the whole thing will be in there, so anybody can just listen to it if they want. Pick the red option if you want me to do that. Pick the red option if you want me to read my book, make videos of me reading the different chapters of my book. So one person, thank you. Hey, God bless you, Mario. God is really important to me personally. Somebody said your other book on Amazon is a joke. Um, I still stand by the premise of my last book. Um, I'm not proud of it anymore. My first book, I mean. But I am really proud of this one. This is an actual. It's only 79 pages. Okay, 9 people said yes. Thank you guys. Okay, so for those 9 people and for anybody else, I will be starting a video series where I go through every chapter and read every chapter. So stay tuned for that, you guys. Check out my profile; you'll see it there soon. I'll do the first reading of the introduction um, today, right after my live stream. What is my book about? My book is about socialism. The book is called "What is Socialism? A Concise Analysis to Clarify the Concept." So it actually goes into the history of the word, the different theories that have arisen out of the concept, and the core values that all these different perspectives share, distinctions and misconceptions from other concepts. Um, and then I go into examples of socialism in practice. So it is a really well-rounded, complete analysis that's very concise. It's only $9.99 on Amazon.com for a paperback copy like this. This is one of my oh shit, just dropped it. This is one of my yes, Mario. This is my book that's available on Amazon. It's $9.99. Not 50 like that one guy just it's $9.99. This is the paperback. It's got a good little, good cover. And then we have all the pages. Then we got a little description on the back. Hey, thank you, Mario. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. Uh, Tyrone said, "How do I get a free copy? I'm broke." Hey, thank you, Storm. It's available on Amazon. I'm really grateful to anybody who checks it out and reads it because I'm really proud of it. I put a lot of effort into it, and this is actually a culmination of years of studying, and it does have sources. It's not just my words; it's got academic sources in it. Hey, Mr. Pennsylvania, if I'm ever that popular to have that, that would be amazing. But what was gonna say? Oh, Tyrone for the free copy. Um, hey, thank you, Mario. You're welcome, my friend. I'm glad a lot of my viewers are still here and are happy to see my new content and are still here. So thank you. Um, I am gonna be doing a reading, so a video slash audio version, okay, of the book, and it's gonna be a video series available on my TikTok. I'm doing the introduction today, so stay tuned for that. Hello, AA, how you doing? It's been a while. Hope you're doing good. I actually just released my new book. It's only $9.99 on Amazon. I'm so grateful to anyone who gets a copy. Hey, who got a rose? Let me find out. God bless. Uh, I hope everybody's doing good. Um, but I've been live streaming for almost 2 hours now. I had a live stream before this one that I cut off early because I had to restart it. Thank you, Eric, for following. God bless. Today in this live stream, we talked about liberalism and its relation to socialism. Yes, it is, Brett. I grew up with the impression that socialism and liberalism were synonymous. It's actually not the case. Liberalism is a ideological justification for capitalism, and liberalism does not aim to uh, bring about a change in our economic and political system. Actually, it only intends to reinforce it. So it's a big distinction to make. I talk about it in my book. What is socialism? A concise analysis to clarify the concept. I'm grateful to anybody who reads my book. It's available on Amazon. Paperback is only $9.99. I'm grateful to all of my viewers. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Thank you to everybody who stuck around. If you stuck around uh, for this whole 1 hour and 20 minutes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Um, Thank you, JR. I hope you're doing good too. Thank you, Kat. Yes, I have a new book. I just released this book, What is Socialism? It's available on Amazon. Hello, Shane. How you doing? God bless you. Thank you. I am really proud of this book, and it would mean so much to me for anyone to get a copy, read it, and give me some honest feedback. I am very proud of this. This is a culmination of years of studying, and it is professionally organized. And I promise you, if you read my book, you will gain a very good introductory explanation of socialism. I go into the history of socialism, and I go into different perspectives that have arisen out of this. Hey, thank you, Tyrone. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Peace, my friend. God bless you. Hope you're doing good. Good to see you. Unfortunately, Brittany, there are no pictures in it. The reason it would be nice to have pictures, but also it would make the book cost more. Are you still homeless? No. Thankfully, I actually took a few months off of live streaming so that I could find another way to financially support myself, so I could come back here and just focus on discussing ideas with people, which is what I wanted my social media to be about. Anyways, I want to discuss ideas with people, and advance discussions. Bring discussions further. And so I'm really I'm really grateful to all my viewers who have came back and stuck around. God bless you, Shane. Thank you, Psycho Clown. I'm doing good in Missouri, KC, living in my van. Peace. Hey, God bless you, man. I hope things go well for you, and I hope you can uh, get in a house again soon, if you desire that. Said, why not just move to China or Vietnam? Denounce your citizenship. Um, you know, there there are people. It's all personal. It's a personal choice to stay behind in a country that's turning more fascist every day, or to stay behind and to stay here and be part of the society that pushes back against. Um, One second. That pushes back against it and fights for a better future. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, Psycho Clown. What was I saying? But some people choose to leave and find a better life somewhere. I actually talk about that in my book as well. And thank you so much, Zen, for the roses. God bless you. What am I doing for Halloween? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. What are you guys doing? What's up, Josh? How you doing? The USSR, otherwise known as the Soviet Union, actually took in a lot of Black American migrants um, who were facing oppression in the United States. In my book, I cite an example. It's actually from some. It's the New York Times or Washington Post or some reputable newspaper that actually gives an interview with someone that their father. He went to university for engineering in the 30s, and he had a degree in engineering and played college football, but he couldn't get a job. The only job he could get was as a dishwasher, you know, even though he had a college degree. Um, and so he moved to the Soviet Union, and he had a more happy life there. That was her personal account talking about it. So that is something that is a personal choice that some people consider, leaving the capitalist uh, place, especially when it's becoming more fascist, um, and especially for people who are more vulnerable. Um, yes, yeah, yes, I do, Mario. God bless you. I don't want to talk about too much intimate details of my personal life right now, but maybe in the future sometime. Um, so in the future sometime. Um, so once again, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much to everybody who's stuck around. Somebody asked if they could get a discount for being staying in the whole live on the book. Um, I I don't know if I can do that, but I will check after the live the reports and see who was on here the whole time, and I'll try to screenshot it so I can look into that and see. Did you attend the No Kings protest? It, I'm being, I want to be honest and say that no, I did not. Although I wish I did. You know, I live in a small town. Hey, thank you, Ashley. And I still think it's important to protest in small towns and you know meet with people in the community. And try to spread the message of socialism. Uh, but I had other obligations, unfortunately. Um, but that I hope they have another one soon. If they have another one soon, uh, but that I hope they have another one soon. If they have another one soon, uh, you know, I'm gonna bring my book there. But you know what, guys? Unfortunately, I gotta go. I will check on all those things. I'm very grateful to everybody. I'm gonna bring my book there. But you know what, guys? Unfortunately, I gotta go. I will check on all those things. I'm very grateful to everybody. Thank you, everybody, so much. Again, please